Hello, this is March 23rd, 2021. I'm going to be reviewing the trades that I did on three tickers. They are basically BBIG, BNTC, and ORMP. BBIG, let's start off with that. BBIG, this actually came off from the scanners that I was listening into in the morning, and I saw there was an opportunity as it became parabolic, and once it started selling off at the resumption of this, I entered in a very small size at a starter size, and I think I got out at this point because it was holding around those levels, which I believe was uh, at VWAP levels. And then I entered at support and resistance, basically risking what I made on this trade. And yeah, it worked out pretty well on my favor, which was good. Um, BNTC, I traded this with the idea that it is going to essentially just sell off at the open. I had my lines drawn. I think it's coming off of news. Let me see, actually. Oh yeah, Morgan Stanley basically invested in that stock. Uh, it took a 6.2% stake on the company, 5.2% stake on the company. I was careful with it. I mean, I let the price action dictate the actions that I needed to take. Um, if it looked weak on these resistance levels, I could put in starter positions as I did. I think in the open, I just held very small shares. I like trading at the open, seeing that if it fails, that works in my favor. That's awesome. If not, I could just exit out. As you can see here, it actually worked in my favor at the open for a bit, but I was thinking that it would sell off even more. Um, it didn't happen. It reclaimed, and the first trade I did on this stock was a loss. And I saw that it hit these resistance levels, so I re-entered in with starter size again. Um, and then I added at these break levels and covered some profit here to reduce my risk, and then set up an order around these resistance levels. Got filled and essentially um, rode the position and recognized profits here and then recognized profits there. Next will be ORMP. ORMPK is coming off of news of FDA approvals. And it spiked up, and I like these chart patterns where it's spiked up and it's selling off at the open. There's not very much volume in this stock actually, and since it's a higher price stock, I am looking to control my risk even more. Um, I entered before the pre-market, before the market opened, entered here. Um, and this is actually the same situation I had with BNTC. I added into this flush right here, but it held and actually continued to this resistance levels that got hit. So this support became resistance at the open. Um, this entry and an addition right here, I exited for a loss, and then I re-entered at this point, and then added at this point as well, and then recognized profits afterwards. Um, Overall, I'm pretty happy how I executed and how I remained disciplined and focused on being anticipatory in my moves. I think I just have to keep on rinse. What's that saying? To rinse and repeat my success. The goal is to always reduce risk and always trade where there's edge and be risk adverse first when I trade any stock. Hello, this is a recording of March 24th, 2021. Kind of pretty crappy day for me. It's a red day. I've reached my max daily loss. Um, but I was still happy of the way I traded and how I handled my loss. Yeah, let's just go over these three tickers that I traded. First one is APTO. APTO is coming off of good news. Actually had good earnings, but I thought um, it would drop in the open, and especially when it hit these pre-markets area. Although I think I should add into my arsenal that if it has good earnings, it could have a rip and dip setup. Essentially, that's what it did here. You can see how in the before the open, it was kind of um, it was having a support line over here, and it sold off at the open. It sold off, and there was a lot of bids there, and essentially I um, exited it out here for a loss, and then we entered here for at the I think um, either at this candlestick or the next candlestick, and got stopped out. It was playing around VWAP around this time, according to my TradingView website that I was looking at. Henceforth, that it was more bullish, and you can see that here. Yeah, it became bullish. I didn't touch it afterwards. I was more focused on HOFV and ZKIN. HOFV, it actually worked out in my favor at the open, added into the weakness, um, gave it back, um, added, basically risked my profit of what I was making here and added into this position, seeing that it could have a downward move. Didn't. It actually made this W shape, ABC, and it's short squeeze over here, and I got stopped out because it reached my max daily loss as I was in it at full size relative to my account. Next will be ZKIN. ZKIN, I was in this as well. I actually didn't enter any shares at this point. Kind of in hindsight, kind of wish I did because I usually do. And then I entered at the support and resistance around these levels. Added at the when I saw bids getting hit on these level 2s. Exited out and re-entered here, and then got stopped out because HOV reached my max daily loss. Overall, it was a red day. Obviously, no one likes a red day, but I was happy the way I had my executions. The only thing I could do better is probably when it reaches my break-even point when I added into my position, I should exit out and look for the next opportunity, look for the next entry. That way I could essentially stay in the game, keep skin in the game because of the huge size. I guess not the huge size, but the size that I put myself into relative to my account. Yeah, either way, I was very happy and proud of how I handled the psychology of my trades. Before, I would have canceled my daily max loss limit and traded again and traded emotionally. And that led to some of my worst losses that led my account to blow up. overall, happy with his psychology. Red day. We'll get it tomorrow. Yeah, hope you guys like this trade review. Thanks.